She strolled into the league like she owned the place. Swag turned up to max volume, all the confidence in the world, and more press coverage than most rookies could dream of. The Chai Barbie was supposed to be the next big thing. The Chicago Sky lose again. The Chicago Sky lose again. Now this is actually something that's pretty funny. I need to show it to you guys. Angel Reese's teammates, they got her in the post. Yeah. But for some reason, they're just choosing not to give her the ball. Fast forward to now, and the mood in Chicago has flipped harder than a bricked layup. Inside the Sky front office, the smiles are gone, the voices are raised, and the finger-pointing has officially begun. Angel Reese isn't the golden child anymore. She's the cautionary tale being whispered about behind closed doors. A bombshell just detonated in the locker room, and the fallout is already circling the internet like sharks around chum. Word is the GM's done playing nice. Missed layups? Check. Missed opportunities? Check. Missed chance to prove she belongs? Double check. Suddenly, Angel's grip on this team is looking shakier than her jumper. That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win, Pagliuca said. She's had some great games, and she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster. We need more production out of her, but we need her to help us in other ways, too. We need more production out of her. Jeff Pagliuca has been seeing some of the disappointment, and this isn't your run-of-the-mill coaching critique. This was a siren, a full-volume desk-pounding, wake-up or pack-up kind of moment. The confrontation didn't play out under the bright lights. It went down away from the cameras, where the real truth usually surfaces. After another frustrating performance that had coaches gritting their teeth and fans checking the box score in disbelief, the GM reportedly charged into the locker room on a mission. Angel Reese, no PR filter, no coddling, just a straight-up verbal body check. And it wasn't about hustle. This was about basics. How many more blown layups do we stomach before we make a move? That question hit like a warning shot across the bow. And according to insiders, this wasn't the first time her name came up. It's been building, quietly at first, but now the whispers are turning into roars. That's something that is yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win. She's had some great games, but she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster. Coaches and staff had already been reviewing footage, watching Angel flail under the rim like she forgot what finishing means. But her latest showing pushed the execs over the edge. Wide open looks blown. Easy chances botched. Plays that should have changed the game instead shifted momentum to the other team. It wasn't just bad, it was costly. Inside the locker room, the energy was tense. Teammates sat in silence while the GM said what everyone was thinking. She might have been a star in college, but this ain't the Big Ten anymore. That wasn't just a reality check, it was a call for accountability. For once, the smoke wasn't coming from Twitter trolls. It was coming from her own team. That speech lit up the room with one crystal clear message. Nobody's job is safe. The Sky had gone all in on Angel Reese, plastered her on billboards, hyped her up like the second coming, made her the face of the franchise. But now, they're wondering if they invested in a highlight reel or a mirage. All flash, no finish. We had pretty big, significant expectations with the season, which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Sky's 2-6 need to improve everywhere going into, to address lack of cohesion, defensive poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they led league worst 90.1 points per game, were shooting just 39%. Angel came into the wnba surfing a tsunami of hype, but now the wave is crashing hard. Chicago didn't draft her to trend on social media. They expected domination. Instead, they're watching a masterclass in missed opportunities. In her latest matchup, especially the disaster class against Atlanta, her inability to finish was glaring. She bricked layups so badly the glass probably filed a complaint. Point-blank putbacks became momentum killers. Each miss deflated the team just a little more, turning every hopeful possession into a collective facepalm. Fans didn't need stats. They had eyes. And those eyes were seeing a player who looked more lost than lethal. The clips started flying. Twitter slowed down her misses frame by frame like it was the Zapruder film. Analysts broke down every brick like they were studying ancient ruins. Sky fans didn't hold back. They flooded comment sections with takes that could blister paint. Angel Reese was quoted as saying, "I put my head down and work every single day. I don't give up on anything. I critique myself the most. I know it's going to translate. I'm just going to put my head down and work. I know the results will show." Social media was a war zone. People compared her finishing skills to JV level drills. Some said she talks like Shaq and finishes like Shaq's intern. Others asked how someone with that much size can still manage to vanish in the paint. One thing was clear. The internet was done handing out benefit of the doubt passes, but the damage wasn't just digital. Behind the scenes, the vibe was shifting. Coaches looked like they were aging 5 years every time out. Broadcasters tried to sugarcoat it, but the subtext was screaming. Even opponents started catching on, forcing her into bad angles just to see the meltdown play out in real time. You could catch opposing benches stifling laughs when she'd clang another one off the rim like a stunt double rehearsing a blooper reel. And the Sky believed they were ready to compete for a playoff spot season, but a team could give anyone a fight. There's no sugarcoating how things have gone. They spotted already lost slew to a torn ACL. They're near the bottom of the league, but offensively and defensively have the loading among veterans. Even understanding the growth takes time, the Sky shouldn't have been this bad. It's like the league cracked the Reese code. Push her inside, crowd the lane, and watch her game unravel like a bargain bin sweater. The same physical edge that made her a college sensation has suddenly become the blueprint for exposing her at the pro level. And the worst part, when the Sky are gasping for someone to take over, someone to rise up and seize the moment, Angel's just there, present, active, but not impactful. Sure, she crashes the boards, and yeah, her energy is undeniable, but if energy was enough to win titles, because let's be real, energy without execution is just chaotic aerobics. When you're drafted as a franchise pillar, trying hard isn't a badge of honor. It's the baseline. This league isn't handing out participation trophies. Every possession is judged like a courtroom trial, and every missed layup is Exhibit A in the case against your hype. Manager Jeff Pagliocco allowing Tyler Marsh to say, "Yeah, Angel, go do your influencer thing, and hopefully it doesn't take away from your basketball play." And now the insiders are chirping. The same folks who couldn't stop gushing about her arrival are whispering about whether she got rushed into something she wasn't built for. Yes, her name lights up the trending tab, but trending isn't winning. Chicago's fan base doesn't want TikToks. They want W's. And the folks upstairs? They're out of patience. What started as cautious optimism has turned into cold, calculated evaluation. The missed layups aren't just misses anymore. They're symptoms. Symptoms of a larger issue. Of a player who might have skipped a few developmental steps because the marketing department needed a face. The front office isn't watching from the press box anymore. They're analyzing, calculating, preparing. And the unease isn't staying in the executive suite. It's seeping into the locker room like a slow leak in the hull of a sinking ship. This is an easy entry pass right over Brianna Jones into Angel Reese's left hand. We can do a side-arm pass right into Angel Reese's left hand. We drop it off to Rachel Banham. Rachel Banham looking right at Angel Reese. And you know what this team would rather do? They would rather... Look at her. Angel Reese is just quitting at this point. She knows she's not getting the ball. They would rather turn the ball over on a shot clock violation than give Angel Reese the ball when she actually has post position. Teammates are dividing. On the surface, it's all high fives and post-game support. But peel back the layers and the unity's cracking. Some are still backing her, crediting her grit, her boards, her fight. But others, they've seen enough. Word is the vets have had it. They're done watching possessions get wasted because someone can't finish at the rim. They're tired of patching holes in a sinking game plan. And most of all, they're over the media mayhem that follows Reese like a storm cloud. Behind the scenes, it's getting louder. Players are reportedly speaking privately with coaches, voicing concerns that aren't just about gameplay, they're about fairness. If that was anyone else, would they still be getting these minutes? That's not petty jealousy. That's a team wondering if the rules are different for one player. That's resentment. And when that sets in, you're not just managing a player. You're managing damage control. Up top, the GM is doing more than just fuming. They're strategizing. The word trade hasn't gone public, but that doesn't mean it's not circling the hallways. Sources say Chicago's already sniffing around the league, looking for forwards who can bring efficiency without the drama. Reese isn't being shoved out the door, but let's be clear. She's being put on watch. Some think she needs a benching. Others say a reality check might do the trick. Even the believers know the sand in the hourglass is running out, and none of this is made easier by the spotlight she came in with. Every decision the Sky make with Angel will be judged, rehashed, and spun by every media outlet hungry for a headline. But it sounds like the front office is past caring. One insider put it bluntly: the PR honeymoon is over, now it's about wins. And right now, Angel Reese is starring in the wrong kind of documentary, when marketing hype meets on-court reality. She came in like a hurricane, bold, brash, ready to prove everyone wrong. But here's the reality. Confidence doesn't convert layups. Hashtags don't get buckets. Headlines don't win championships. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is turning Indiana into a must-watch movement. While Angel's racking up misses and excuses, Caitlin's racking up records in W's. That's what greatness looks like. The GM's drawn the line. The locker room's split. And that ticking sound? It's not applause. It's a countdown. Because this isn't just about shot charts and stat sheets anymore. It's about leadership, growth, and whether Angel Reese has the humility and work ethic to climb out of the hole she dug with her own hands. If she doesn't figure it out, and soon, Chicago won't blink. No one is bigger than the franchise. Not the name. Not the brand. Not even the Chai Barbie. And maybe that's the harshest truth of all. This league doesn't care who you were in college.